The very first graduate of the Mid-Atlantic Dojo, our wrestling school, now located in Gibsonville, North Carolina. If you want to become a pro wrestler, all the information on our professional wrestling training school is at CWF247.com. Brad Attitude, the very first graduate of the Mid-Atlantic Dojo, went on to become a WWE signed developmental talent after he had an amazing run here in the Mid-Atlantic. Former multiple time Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champion, winner of the 2004 CWF Rumble. Brad Attitude has got all the credentials here to absolutely leave here with a victory against a very capable Roy Wilkins. Talk about guys that are underrated in the Mid-Atlantic. Like him or not, Roy Wilkins is at the top of that list, CL.
I was just going to say, you know, Brad Attitude's got a lot of experience and a lot of things going for him here, but, that's not to say that Roy's going to be an easy opponent here. He's a golden ticket winner. He's part of this great team, and he's got a lot going for him, too.
We've talked a lot about, over the years, Roy Wilkins, out of everybody that's ever been part of the All-Stars, Roy Wilkins is the one guy who has been the most closely mentored by Coach Gemini. The coach has taught Roy Wilkins all the tricks of the trade, every dirty trick in the book, every way to cheap shot somebody. Out of everyone that's ever been in the All-Stars, Roy Wilkins is the guy that the coach has spent the most time with. And undeniably, if Wilkins leaves here with a victory, you got to think Attitude is going to be thinking in the back of his head. He's got to be thinking about every dirty trick the coach ever tried. Roy Wilkins knows them all. If he leaves here with a victory, you got to think it's because Attitude was not on his game and not watching for Wilkins to leave every opportunity and capitalize on it.
Yes. You would think that going up against someone like Brad Attitude, you'd have, you'd be a little bit nervous for it, but Roy Wilkins, to his credit, looks like he knows what he's doing.
Wilkins is really using the count to his advantage out there. Attitude continuing to be aggressive on Wilkins. Oh no, he got Roy. Oh, look at the face of Roy Wilkins.
Here we go.
And there's the flag.
Maybe that cockiness got the best of him there.
Oh God.
Oh goodness. Coach ain't gonna like that either.
Woo! Coach trying to make advances on Amy Love on the outside. Don't know how successful he'll be with that. Oh, there goes Attitude.
I don't think much at all.
Of course, we mentioned earlier Brad Attitude, the very first graduate of the Mid-Atlantic Dojo. At the time, believe it or not, the head trainer at the dojo was the Gemini Kid, who later morphed into Coach Gemini. So these are two prized students of Gemini from two very different eras. At the time, Gemini Kid, believe it or not, was one of the most respected wrestlers on the circuit. Oh, Wilkins just got chopped again, and so did Eaton, both men down. Believe it or not, years ago, Coach Gemini has the Gemini Kid, one of the most respected wrestlers on the circuit, and believe it or not, was actually one of the best trainers in the Southeast. So both these guys have been trained by the coach, but in very different ways.
Well, then you know that the coach knows a lot about Brad Attitude. I'm sure he's been preparing Wilkins all week for this.
Absolutely, was very intrigued by this matchup when it was announced earlier this week on CWF247.com. And after 5 to 6 minutes of getting slapped around, Wilkins wants a handshake.
Brad's not going to fall for this, is he?
Brings him right into the side headlock.
For him.
Attitude is a battle-tested veteran, like we said, made it all the way into the WWE system, and now it's back in the Mid-Atlantic, but there's a great shortcut from Roy Wilkins. Nothing technically illegal about it, but using the ropes to his advantage, a great shortcut by Wilkins, the holder of the golden ticket, but undeniably taught to him by the coach.
Now that golden ticket, that's good for any match at any time, right?
Absolutely, the holder of the golden ticket for 6 months up to the date of winning it, 6 months from the date you won it, can cash in that golden ticket and sanction and schedule any match of his choice with any opponents of his choice and any rules of his choice. So it could be a big championship match. It could be a Falls Down Anywhere match. It could be a cage match. It could be where you get your rival that you hate more than anybody and finally get him in the match you've always wanted. Or it could be, like we saw a few moments ago, Wilkins could use that golden ticket in a situation where Aric Andrews, let's just say, had to defend the tag team titles by himself, 2-on-1. The golden ticket holds no prejudice and no bias. It's anything goes for one match once you have that ticket.
Well, you know that's got to be in the back of his mind and the coach's mind as well. If he gets that win tonight, we might see him a little bit later on in the show.
All-Stars are double teaming Brad Attitude on the far side. And while Amy Love can watch his back, and one-on-one, I think Amy Love would do all right against any of those guys, but 3-on-1, there's not much that Amy Love can do from the far side of the ring.
Yes, Brad Attitude, he was smart bringing her out here, but I have to wonder if it was enough.
Yeah, he's got somebody that can watch his back, but in a 3 or 4-on-1 situation, I don't know how well she's going to come in handy fighting off all these guys as Wilkins stalks Attitude. Giving a thumbs up to the coach. Attitude is really favoring that leg. And we saw this earlier tonight with Aric Andrews. Now will Red Jones be as easily manipulated as Robby Walsh was?
Roy's definitely taking advantage of that right now. Amy Love's trying to warn him.
Eaton taking a cheap shot on the outside. Amy Love, and right there is where Amy Love comes in handy. She was able to tell Red Jones, hey, turn around. Pay attention to the match, too. 2-2-2.
Roy's looking a little frustrated here.
Great crowd here at the Boys and Girls Club. 150% behind Brad Attitude. Roy Wilkins using every bit of that 4.5 count. Of course, CL, if it gets to 5, he'll be disqualified. And if they catch Walter Eaton, he'll be disqualified. Red Jones needs to be throwing people out of here.
This is just disgusting. But again, there's 3 of them and only 1 Red Jones.
All-Stars, if nothing else, have done a great job of manipulating the official here. Figure 4, perhaps? Yes, sir.
Yes, they've done a lot, but I have to wonder if not having that extra notice, that extra time before this match, maybe, cutting into some of their plans.
Coach is looking for the assist on the far side. We got a great shot of it right there. Referee Red Jones is asking the man if he wants to quit and just barely misses the code. Not technically an infraction of the rules to be on the apron. You're not supposed to, but he can't get disqualified for it. He could for this, though.
Red Jones just needs to turn around.
And they're making a human chain on the floor. Well, like I said, win, lose, or draw, they have done a great job of manipulating the official, and they finally got caught on that one.
Kick him out, Red.
Brad Attitude has reversed the figure 4. That reverses the pressure. Now the pressure is on Roy Wilkins. Coach is swearing to his innocence, but there's people on death row that swear they didn't do it.
Well, it doesn't matter if they do it. It matters if they get caught.
Inside cradle from Attitude. 2. No, sir. Attitude has got to stay off that leg now. He's got to wrestle defensively. Attitude is springing those Lawler punches on Roy Wilkins, but he cannot put a lot of weight on that leg. Follows it with the neck breaker. We've seen Attitude over the years use these springboards, using the rope to his advantage right there. Cover. 2-2.
Now we're seeing frustration from both of them, thinking, what do they have to do to put this guy away?
Crowd here at the Boys and Girls Club has never left past the 10-minute mark here. Attitude going to the top. He's got to protect that leg, though. Corkscrew did not get it, and he might have jammed that knee on the way down. It was a high-risk maneuver, but I think Brad Attitude jammed that knee on the way down, and he's down on the floor, and that's not where he wants to be. Now, wait a minute.
Uh-oh, what are they doing?
The All-Stars grabbing a hold of Amy Love. Hold on here.
This is definitely not
Well,
allowed.
referee Red Jones needs to slide in and break this up. He wants Chappie to hit her.
Chappie, don't do it. Uh-oh.
Oh, she got the coach. Oh, she got Eaton. Oh, Stone Cold Stunner on the coach. And everyone is down. Wilkins is flabbergasted, but Amy Love may have just got caught here. Roy does like blondes.
That Attitude needs to get back in there.
Attitude needs to protect Amy Love here if at all possible. Charge, got nothing. Zigzag. Brad Attitude sends his head right into that